Hey, welcome back to High Performance Health and Wellness Coaching. I'm Coach Corey. What's shaking, everybody? What's happening? I know it's been a few days. It's been hectic, right? Hacking's still going really good. Food's great. Cold showers are awesome. Actually, I'm loving the cold showers. I almost take a lukewarm shower and go right to cold. I'm in the cold a lot. I like the cold. So it's good. I feel great. The only problem I'm having is the lack of sleep. It's been tough. So, because I started back at school, and it's adding about 10 to 15 hours of my hours a week to me. I'm already busy schedule. So, anyway, it's going great. Today, though, is Sugar Friday. All right, Sugar Friday. Okay, guys, listen. I'm gonna go over some books, right? I found some really cool books on Amazon just recently that align with kind of our philosophy of we hate sugar and want to give it the old middle finger. This is a cool book, right? I'm going to show you a few books and then go into a couple of daddy books, that I got for myself. But for kids' books, The Sugar Story, told by Mr. Sugar himself. Really cool book, okay? Our kids like it. And so it kind of covers the difference between fruit sugar and candies. And it goes over kind of how you feel after you eat a lot of candy and all that kind of stuff. So it aligns with how we teach our kids. Hey, this is sometimes food. This is no good. There's some fruits in here that the kids never heard of, like kiwi, and Cooper was asking about, which was pretty cool. It kind of just reinforces and they see it on print. They're like, oh my gosh, it must be true. It's not just daddy being wacky and telling me I can't have sugar. It must be, it's in writing. Whatever. It's a cool book. Start out with this. Read it to your kids, right? If your kid's 15, read it to him because he probably doesn't know what sugar probably doesn't know the stuff in there. Most adults probably don't know what this book even says. So anyway, good book. The Body Shout. Okay, this is like a step up. This talks about your body, how it feels when you eat bad food, and how to listen to it. Kind of goes over a fun little rhyming way, so it's cool. It's a little bit long for our kids. It's kind of right in there. They followed okay, but it's a really good book. Like once again, it aligns with our philosophy of teaching our kids the difference between healthy and not healthy and yada, yada, yada. It's a good book. The other one is The Busy Body Book, right? Cool book. It's the Kid's Guide to Fitness. This one right here, kind of want to just read maybe a page or two at a time. It goes into all different kinds of activities, right? But the cool part is, and it talks about food and activities. The cool part is it breaks down like some of the skeleton, and it goes over parts, which is awesome. Our kids are really into this stuff right now. It goes over the muscles, all different parts of muscles and how it works and what you do to, then it goes over brains and nerves. Yeah, right on. Okay, check it out. Then it goes into diet and drinking waters and all that kind of stuff, and then it goes into the lungs. Pretty cool, right? It's fun for them. And then they have the heart and the blood vessels. They love talking about this stuff. Our kids are, go figure, they're sciencey. So is my wife and myself. So the stomach and intestines, right? And then it goes into being active and playing sports and eating right. And it's so this one, you take a few pages at a time, go over the skeletal part, don't want to overload them, but it's really kind of cool to kind of reinforce it and put it in the mix, because we talk about it all the time. 3 cool kids books on Amazon, all under I think $8. It wasn't that much. And then, so I just finished this on audio. So I bought the book, The Keto Reset Diet. We live in keto. We live on, this is our life, right? We already live this way by living bulletproof. But this has a lot of really cool information in it. And this is the big buzzword diet thing. It's a fad diet, they're calling it. But it seriously is some really good information. It really will take you step by step of changing your fuel source from the carbs and the sugars to fat, right? To your body producing and turning the food that you're giving it into the energy it needs, not just carbs and all that kind of stuff. It goes into a lot of really neat things. The program is very easy, and it's a very good step-by-step program. What Amanda and I want to do is we want to start measuring our ketones and glucose. So we're going to buy the prick your finger, however many times you want to prick your finger, I guess, a few times a day, to see what you do when you eat certain foods and kind of track everything. So it's really cool. It's kind of a new area for us as far as tracking it, our ketones. But hey, it's a good book, man. It's awesome. The other book, if you guys have not heard of this gentleman, you guys need to listen to some podcast. Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos. Great great. I haven't read the book. Great dude, man. Listen to a lot of podcasts. I want to start this book soon. He's on a ton of podcasts. He's out there on YouTube everywhere. Just a really, really wicked smart dude. But it's just a really, it's good stuff. Him talking about the books, talking about how to raise kids and kind of what we're doing today, what some parents are doing today, as opposed to what they should be doing to help their kids for the future. So it's a really, really good book. Although I haven't read the book, I'm saying it's a good book because I've just heard so much on podcasts. But it's good stuff, guys. So these are just some books that I picked up this week, and I'm gonna start reading, in between no sleep and school. Like I said, that's why I do a lot of audiobook while I'm on the go. I listen to a lot of them and I reference when I buy. But anyway, guys, check it out. So the F Sugar Friday this week is about just, backing up what you're teaching your kids with some books. And I finally found some. I think this one, the sugar one, is funny because if you go too old, it doesn't go into it. So this one was published in, let's see, when was it? 2009. That's a really thing. Can't really say. Anyway, I think it was like 2012 this thing was published. If you go too far back, it won't talk about stuff like this because like science and life is finally catching up. So people are like, oh, let's write some books about it. So anyway, good books. Read them to your kids. Kind of get that wiring set. So hopefully, they'll go through life and kind of remember some of these things and not fall down to the same pitfalls all of us fall down into, the roller coaster dieting and the addiction to sugars and the nightmare of all the health problems that it produces. So anyway, guys, have a great weekend. Keep rocking out. All right. I appreciate you checking this thing out. I'm going to go on this thing a few times a week. I'm trying to readjust the schedule thing. So I'm going to get there and I'm going to go take a nap before the kids come home. Peace out. What up? Later. Bye.